This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
What's up? What's up? Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the AMG Podcast. I'm your guy, Mondo Grimes here. We are going to have a phenomenal call today, having a great conversation. Hey, before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Also, follow us on IG, Facebook, TikTok to keep up on all the good news and things we're doing. Little details, little nuggets that we like to share throughout the week and get to know us a little bit more on a personal level. So with that said, we see you on other platforms as well. But until we see you there, we're going to talk today. It's going to be three of us today, three faces. Myself, brother AJ Lavender, and Larry Woods. What's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Yes,
Happy
indeed.
Friday.
Right.
Casual
So,
Friday. Casual Friday.
Casual Friday. Yeah, casual Friday.
And it don't stop.
Y'all got a game today, Manchester? Y'all
No, we don't.
You don't? Okay.
However, for anybody that's following the EPL, know that Wednesday, Man City took top of the league against Arsenal. So we just got to keep it now. We have the league in our hands. So all we have to do is just win out, and we win the league. So
there you go. Yeah, man. Dude, you are, in my book, the one person I can say is an absolute sports fan.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, you are a fan of sports. And I love it. You got your squad in every sport on the planet. Like, you got your squad.
Hey, give me darts, give me bowling.
Darts, yeah, bowling, badminton. Yeah,
water polo,
all of it.
Everything. Yeah,
man. I love it. With that said, man, we're going to get to a great conversation. Something that's not common. The topic is a little twist on something that we do where you don't really hear it a lot. But I think if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, you're about to build a business, you've been in business for a long time. This is a conversation that applies to not just you guys, but us as well. Yeah. And we want to have this conversation. We have a couple of videos we're going to share and then dig into this convo. So the man on the wheels of steel, brother AJ, go ahead and link it up. And we can have a great conversation, man.
Big shout out to Dippo for doing this video too as well.
Yes, indeed.
Oops.
Against certain things happening in your business. And if they do, the insurance kicks in and it covers you. No one teaches you this. No one teaches you that as the business owner and entrepreneur, you should have Keyman Insurance. So that if you, for whatever reason, leaving here, fell ill and had to be in hospital for 6 months, an insurance policy kicks in that protects your business and covers your revenue line. How many of you here have Keyman Insurance? I rest my case. No one teaches this. But everybody's teaching how to go on YouTube, how to open a Facebook page, how to create a Twitter account. Yeah, it's great to talk about the stuff that gets you to grow, but life is not always roses. Somebody has to write the book, what to do when things start going wrong.
All right. So if nobody's going to teach you, of course, you have me. I'm going to do the teaching. Now, one of the most important things that you need to know about Keyman Insurance is that, number one, the business owns the policy. The business pays the premium. And the business is also the beneficiary. So essentially, when the key man or one of the most important people in the business suddenly passes away or becomes ill, you're able to get the death benefit payout to replace that person in the business. That allows you to do a couple of things. Number one, it allows you to pay off any bad debt that you may have in the business. Number two, it allows you to take that death benefit payout and use it to actually replace that person by getting somebody else on board who is just as qualified. Some people even use it as a means to buy out the interest of the business partner. For example, let's say you have a business partner and your business partner happens to pass away unexpectedly. Well, you can take the death benefit payout, let's say $1 million, use that money to pay off the family of your business partner. So that way you now own 100% of the business. There's so many things that you can do with a Keyman Insurance that as a business owner, you cannot afford not to have this type of policy, because the reality is, unfortunately, when a lot of business owners pass away, guess what? Their business also dies with them. And the easiest way for you to avoid that is by simply just getting a life insurance policy in place to make sure that your family and your business are 100% protected at all times.
No one teaches you that you can take out an insurance.
Ooh, Willie. I think he just did the whole pod.
Yeah. Came with it.
Man, look. Oh my gosh. Okay. He gave us the overall arching view, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, but then we're gonna go hard in the paint because there's some, like, the fact that we even have to have this conversation.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that part. So, Woods, what say you, man, about this video, about what stuck out before we can start getting hard in the paint?
What stuck out the most is about covering the business debt, right? Replacing the key man, right? That costs money. You got this key person. It could be the number one IT guy in the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
To fill those shoes costs money, right? The business, it doesn't have to, pass away with the key man. If the key man is the owner, it can be negotiated. You have funds to negotiate that business with the family to keep that business going in one person's name versus two.
Whew. AJ, what you got?
I think it's something that is, as they was talking about in the video, something that's very overlooked. And the most pivotal part of it is that, especially when it comes to key man, is we talk about it all the time, right? With life insurance, there's such a responsibility for you to take care of your family. With Keyman Insurance, it's even at a higher degree, in my opinion, because not only with Keyman Insurance are you taking care of, your family, as he was, speaking of, where, the family can get paid out with, getting bought with ownership. But you got to remember too, he was just saying the other part that dies, right? A lot of times the businesses die, but within those businesses, you have people working there for their livelihood. So if that person dies, that family's struggling with that. But then if the business dies alongside that, now you have a group of people who are also mourning because now their livelihood is gone. Their way of providing their family is gone. And what hardships bring that on, that is a nuclear bomb waiting to happen. So it's quite interesting that, when you talk about business, like you said, you talk about getting the LLCs, you talk about getting the brands, the logos, the marketing and stuff like that. This part is kind of like tucked to the side and really not as much as important, which is actually kind of crazy, which is why we're having this podcast to begin with.
Yeah, 100%. You guys said it all, man. I mean, I think a personal opinion. So when I first started digging into this, and I always say know what it is, and I was like, I heard these videos. I was like, man, I need to do that. Like, I'm tripping. Like, I got me straight with the fam, but the business, like, we need to do that. Like, that's a very real thing that could happen. And so it's very much gave me a little conviction, Woods, to like, hold on a second, like, in full transparency. It's like, oh, I got to dial that in. This is not showing this to everybody so we can like, see, you need the entrepreneur. No, it's like, hey, you know what? Your boy here. It's like, gotta make sure this gets handled, and I see this and I'm like, man, I kind of want to go in the paint early. Can we do that? Because y'all really covered it all when it comes to like with the video set and all that. AJ, can we go hard in the paint real fast? Let's show everybody what that means.
Let's go hard in the paint.
Yeah, we about to throw some bows, dog.
Hard in the paint to get higher. Going hard in the paint. We don't sugarcoat a thing. If it's real, let it stay. Bring the truth, let it ring.
All right. Going hard in the paint. Throw some bows. Here it is, man. And a lot of this, I'm speaking to me too. All right. So I'm not coming at people. I'm actually coming at us, all of us watching, me included, as entrepreneurs, business owners, all that guys, everybody. What are we doing this for? So we can build something awesome and it die in an instant when we die? Literally. What are we doing this for? So we can build something awesome and watch our family and our business partners' family and the people that work with us and their families say, oh, this is so awesome. And as soon as you die, everybody is in hell because the key man is gone. And that ripple effect, because we didn't handle our business, has devastated your business, your potential partner or partners, your family, and also the families of the people that work with you. So is that what we're doing when you went and got that S Corp, that C Corp, that LLC? Is that what we're doing? I'm talking to myself too, man. Come on, straight up. We're doing this so we can have all the fun and all the fruit, and then later on, when your heart stops beating, And then next thing you know, you see devastation. No, we want to keep it going. How do you keep it going? What we're talking about. I mean, honestly, man, I think we can get so caught up. I'm guilty of this. I get so caught up in the grind, the build, the achievements, the milestones, the benchmarks, the scaling, the this and then that we lose focus on what happens when God unplugs it from the wall. Mm-hmm. When God's like, come here for a second. Or show you. when God's like, hey, come here for a little while. Eternity. You know what I'm saying? When that happens, now what? Mm-hmm. So what's the flip side? What if we took care of our responsibility and handled our business and we say, you know what? Let me make sure I take care of the business, my partner, his family, my family, when it comes to the business, keeping the business going. I'm not talking about personal insurance. I'm talking about the Keyman and also the people that work with us. I mean, what kind of awesome legacy would that be? Will it be? Let's speak in action. What kind of positive impact will that be when you die and you have a successful company? Versus what could be in all this, rainbows and unicorns. No. What is it gonna be like when you die? You know what's gonna be awesome for your family, business partner. This is the kind of language that I'm hearing this, dude, conviction going all through you, boy. Like, God, he's so right. It's crazy. So, man, let's protect it. That's an awesome legacy, Woods.
Yeah, I've actually lived through some of that.
Okay, talk about it.
In my early 20s, working for a small company, and then the owner passes. And that just, running that clip just brought back that memory of Keyman is not a new thing. This has been around for quite some time. And I know back then, nothing was in place to actually combat the part that the leader is gone, right? There's no plan in place to replace the leader, and the company folded. So when AJ was talking about the impact it has on the employees, these are families, man. I mean, I'm the young guy in the company, but man, there was people in their 40s and 50s back then, right? Wondering what they were going to do. Mm-hmm. So they had to reset their lives because a company didn't have a plan in place.
There are obviously are companies. So think about this. Here's an AB, right? So there are companies that fold just because they fold, whatever reason, right? We pick a reason, don't they? But they fold. Yeah. And it is devastating to the business owners, the employees, and everyone. I think people can digest that reality a little bit better. It still sucks. But if you're in that business and it folds because of business efforts, nothing crazy, unethical, this, that, and that, it's just the business just stopped working. Okay, just for whatever reason. Okay. And I think people can digest that reality. Like, you know what? We gave it a go, AJ. Like we did everything we needed to do. We did right by people, the industry, everything. And you know what? Our season's up. It's time to pivot. People can digest that a lot better than to be in a business. Everything's peachy. Everybody's making money, feeding their families, this, that, and the other. And then all of a sudden, like Larry said, the leader's gone. And then, boom. Because that's something people don't see. They can probably see the company crumbling, in a natural kind of way, a decline, a decaying of the business. But when everything's thriving or being, or even okay, just stable and sustaining, and then all of a sudden the plug is pulled out the wall. Pop! That is a shock to the system. Mm-hmm. It is a massive shock. Not only is the leader gone, there's grief, there's all that. Then you're like, holy crap, man. Do I still have a job? Do I still have a business because my partner's gone? How's his family going to be taken care of? Is that my responsibility now because I'm the partner? I'm supposed to take care of his family too? Well, craziness.
So since we hard in the paint, still, what kind of mindset is that to have as a business owner when you have employees and you don't take them in consideration by having something like Keyman in place? What does that say you? Are you just working for the moment, right? You just working for the so-called bag everybody talks about? I mean, what is that? What are we doing?
I'm pausing, man, because I'm gonna speak from me. Because when you said that, I know you were speaking generally, but I felt like you were talking to me. Maybe you were. I don't know.
No.
I took it that way, respectfully. Okay. And I welcome it. Because it's got me thinking differently. Right. And to be fair, but also very real, to your point, it's to be fair is I understand how entrepreneurs can be tunnel visioned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to be fair to us, like we can be tunnel vision because you're all about creating something out of thin air.
Yes.
And materializing something to where it actually becomes a tangible thing that is fruitful for you and others. I get it. And it requires a lot of focus, a lot of grind, a lot of hours, a lot of, different dynamics, emotions, this, that, and the other. And you're just dialed in. The last thing that's on your mind is what's going to happen to this thing when I die. Like and only time you really think about it is when someone brings it up. So it's not that I think most entrepreneurs are selfish or even irresponsible. A lot of us haven't been taught that. There's a lot of people in the insurance business that don't even know about Keyman. I've seen them.
Yeah.
So if there's people in insurance world who have a license and they don't know about Keyman, then the layperson who's just a regular entrepreneur out there doing their thing, how would they know? So there's a little bit of, I don't know if the right word is grace, I guess, but understanding of that. It's just not an everyday conversation. And it's not talked about even from the insurance agent space, from the professional space. It's not talked about a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
You hear file and expense everywhere. You hear term everywhere. You hear this, you hear that. But you very rarely hear Keyman. Right? You rarely. So I hear that. I'm like, what kind of mindset? I think it's a mixture, Woods. I think it's ignorance from just lack of knowledge, right? I think it's some people saying, I'll get to it later. There are some kicking the can down the road people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, what it has been, I'm aware of it and I know it and I got to get to it, been kicking the can down the road, and then I get tunnel visioned and I'm like, oh yeah, conversation like, I got to do it. And then I'm like, then we got a task list and I'm like, here, I'm being straight up, man, publicly. Like, this is literally, like, I know about it. I got to do it. I'll get to it. And like Larry, what we talked about the other day, I was at tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, right?
Yeah, right.
And you said tomorrow has a tendency to repeat itself. So it's like, it just keeps rolling, right? Keeps rolling. And then 2 years later, like, I got to get to that. It's been on my task list or somebody's task list for 2-3 years. And you just keep kicking it. So as an encouragement, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, if you listen to this, it's like, let's get off our tail. Let's stop and take care of it.
And at any level of as an entrepreneur,
food truck.
I think that's one of the biggest things too. Is I think a lot of people might think they might have imposter syndrome, or they might be underestimating themselves as a key man.
Mm-hmm.
But at any level that you are the key man of it. Whether you're being year 1 to 2, whether you're 10 years in, 30 years in, you're the key man of the business. So,
AJ, give us some examples of like different occupations or different businesses that people. I mean, we say, okay, if it doesn't matter, give us some low to high, off the top of your mind.
Like, for instance, I have a friend right now. He's a really successful barbecue spot. They've been in business now for a food truck for about a couple of years, but they just opened up a restaurant, and he's right now in year 1 of his restaurant. But he's the key man of it. You know what I mean? That when it comes to the cooking and everything like that. The vision, he's the key man. So even though he's 1 year in, that still is one of the most pivotal parts. If he's gone, that's a lot of change, right? Comes through when it comes to insurance. If it comes to, we started seeing the uprising like marketing agencies and everything like that, high end sales teams, anything in that realm, like that could be a key man person right from the get go.
Yeah, I'm thinking all kind of occupations, even clients that we have. We have people who own small hair salons. We have people who own food trucks. We have people who have small real estate investment businesses that they've built for themselves. We have, you name it, all that. I had one guy that started a little convenience store. His own little spot. We have people who have started their own holistic medical practices. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but holistic practices.
Yeah.
We have chiropractors, right? And then you go all the way up to, and these are people who started the chiropractic practice. You know what I mean? Like ground up entrepreneurs. Then we have the other folks who started businesses years ago, and they've got 500 employees, and they've got 200 or 15 or whatever it is, but they've been around for a hot minute. Whether it be some form of a tech company, whether it be and one guy, he's does computer networking and stuff like that. We have another guy, he has a company out of Fort Worth, I believe. Yeah, Fort Worth. He has a company. They install fiber optics and different cables and networks for Amazon warehouses. It's his own company that Amazon hires to do that for them. So, and it's his company. So I don't care what level, to AJ's point. Get it.
Especially if you have some type of, like, for instance, like that fiber app, if you have a high, super skilled position like that, or like I said, the chiropractors where, it's professional license and, you have to use X amount of years in school, like the volume of pool of people that can do that is incrementally small. So like that is even more of a reason to be able to look into it more.
Yes. Dude,
I
think about all the people I know
that actually go up 100 feet in the air. Think about that. And they don't have Keyman. I mean, they're always getting jobs where they're, 50 plus feet in the air, 100 feet in the air, right? Putting up signs or whatnot. And there's no Keyman in the office. There's no Keyman Insurance anywhere in the office.
So essentially, these individuals that we're speaking of, even myself, playing Russian roulette. Yeah, dude, I have no problem being transparent about this publicly because it's the truth. Right? Now I've got the fam straight, of things like that. But this, I got to handle my business. So thank you for the accountability. I got to handle my business. Seriously, I got to handle my business. This is awesome. There's a lot of people that are here and be like, hey man, all right, cool. But we've got a plan. We've got money stacked up. We got reserves. Stuff like that. What was it? Who said it earlier? Woods. It was you. You said something about the insurance company or like winning over the insurance. What was it you said? Over the insurance company?
Getting over on the insurance company.
Explain that.
Well, getting over an insurance company, if you want to get over on them, because, a lot of people are skeptical about insurance, right?
Which is crazy, man.
Which we've met. Right. It is crazy. But the best way to do that is to actually pay your premium. Never cancel it. Why? If you cancel it, they don't have to pay that beneficiary. If you don't cancel it, they have to pay it. Period. Full stop.
Contractually obligated.
Contractually obligated. So you walk around with $100,000, $1 million, $2 million, and I'm tired of paying this. Yeah. You letting the insurance company off the hook.
Ooh.
How you doing? You letting the insurance company off the hook.
What a way to look at it, because that is the truth. Because how often have we heard, whether it be a Keyman or any type of insurance, I just feel like I'm losing money. Oh my God. I don't know. What am I getting out of it? First of all, we're going to stay in the paint. That is the most selfish piss I've ever heard in my life.
So what am I getting out of it part? What in the world?
Right? It's
you paying peanuts.
Go ahead.
For $1 million policy. Peanuts.
Right.
For $1 million policy. You pay one payment of a peanut payment $50, $100, $1,000, whatever, and the payout is $800, $900, $1 million. You don't know. You don't see the benefit in what you're getting out of it. What is that?
Yeah,
where does that mindset come from? Where are they pulling that energy from? Is what I want to know.
I know, man.
They need to send it back to the pit of Hades.
For real.
Good night.
It's the truth, man. I think it comes down to, and people will never say this, but it is selfishness at the end of the day.
Yes.
It's also the scarcity mindset, in a sense. Like, oh well, I ain't trying to just throw my money away. You're not throwing it away. Here's what's funny though. You pay your premium, like you said, you're going to get a claim paid out to your family. But you don't want to do that. You're like, no, I'm straight. Let me go ahead and invest in all my money in the market in these vehicles. I can name them. They got a bunch of 3-letter acronyms.
Yes.
Let me gamble over there, and I hope, crossing fingers and toes, I make enough money to be satisfied. None of it's guaranteed. But you won't get this guarantee over here.
Right.
You know what's like, Mondo? It's like you're running a marathon. And this whole process of getting something in place with the policy, right, is mile 1, 2, 3, 4. You're at the policy and you're paying for it. So you're already paying for it. You're at mile 25. And like you said, I don't know if I should do it. And that's literally, you're at mile 25. You got one more mile to complete your marathon. And you're just going to walk off and go home. Do your little part and finish the damn race. Like, you have this close. Just do your damn part and then reap the benefits going through. Like, it's wild.
It is wild. Yeah. It is wild. And how many stories do we need to hear, in the family, online, at the cookout, whatever? How many stories do we need to hear in our lifetime to realize when people don't have insurance and aren't insured, that it screws people up? Mm-hmm. How many times do we need to hear that narrative and before we do something? Seriously. Like, how many times do I need to hear my family or other people talk about it and realize, you know what? I'm a human just like them. Like, I don't want that to be my story. No, I don't like that story. I don't want my family to be in that. No. And then here comes Larry trying to help you change that story so your story is not like the family. And then you tell Larry, no, I'm good. I'm not just like a big believer in insurance. Pardon? What is that? What is that? It's like, come on. But then we don't have an issue with insurance on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't put our car insurance company through hell when they say, hey, you got to pay these premiums to make sure that you're, blah, 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 compliant. See, we'll pay insurance when we feel like we have to. Now, phone insurance, you don't have to, but you do, though, because it's valuable to you.
It is.
Because you get to experience in your phone when you wake up in the morning until you go to bed at night, and you get to get on Instagrams and everything. You get to you. That's why.
Bringing them cookies down where everybody can reach. But, come on.
That's it, man. And I don't care what other type of thing. Your homeowner's insurance, well, you have to have it. And I do want a mortgage, I do want a house, so I'm gonna deal with that. So everybody else can tell you to get it, and you do it. And then when it comes, or it's something that it's either they tell you to do it and you do it, or it's something that you experience and you want to do it because, well, I don't want to pay for it again. So AJ, let me go ahead and get that $10, insurance a month or $100, whatever it is. Let me do it. So if it's you experiencing or someone told you to do it, you cool with those two, but doing it on your own to protect the people that are most important to you in your life, the people that you love, brought into this world, married and everything else, you're the hell with that. I ain't going to do that one, but I'm going to do these other ones though, that people told me to do. And the ones that protect what I want to experience. That's really what it is. You want to bring the cookies down, Larry? That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Period. So I don't care how people try to skate. I'm not a believer. This is not a religion. This is not a spiritual conversation. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I'm not a believer in it. then go ahead and cancel your homeowners, cancel that phone, cancel that car, and tell them the reason is I'm canceling Geico is because I'm not a believer in insurance. And see how that go. Homeowners, I don't believe in insurance, flood insurance, fire insurance. Think about when the wildfires happened, AJ Woods, in California.
Ooh, yeah.
People have homeowners insurance. I bet you some of those people were some of the ones we're talking about. They're not a believer in insurance, but they had homeowners because they had to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I bet you they a believer now.
Right.
But they are too.
That's usually what has to happen, AJ, right? We've seen it. Like you got to get smacked in the face before you start waking up and like, oh, I should get, it's like, come on.
And the crazy thing is like in the reality of it, we're dealing with ifs and whens. Like you're a believer in ifs, something happens. Where when we're talking about it's when this happens. Because it's inevitable. Like I don't know if anybody here is watching think they're indestructible, but one day we're gonna be gone. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of when that's gonna happen, not if.
Dude, when you say it like that, I'm gonna make it seem even more ridiculous. Taking what you said. If and whens, that is phenomenal, man. Because we're gonna spend all this money on if my phone breaks.
Mm-hmm.
All this money on if I get a flood, if I get in a car accident, if, and wasting, or maybe not even wasting, spending thousands of dollars throughout your lifetime. And don't say a peep about it. Now you might complain about the premiums going up, whatever, but you still pay it. But then it's not an if, it's a when. And you know what's coming. Every minute, even right now, you watching, you are closer to your death.
They don't want to think about it.
And ignoring the hell out of it. That's
it.
Exactly.
Right. They don't want to think about it.
They don't think about it. But guess what? Father Time is undefeated. He don't care what you want to think about. He coming anyway.
Undefeated. And we don't know you don't know the day or the hour, but it's coming.
So we have these wonderful tools and resources to protect our family from Father Time clocking us out.
Mm-hmm.
What a phenomenal gift that the Department of Insurance has created, that our country has allowed us to have and experience in other countries as well, I'm sure. What a phenomenal gift. There should be some gratitude. Wow, I have an opportunity to, even if I didn't succeed at the level I wanted to succeed, when I pass, I can leave a legacy, financial legacy beyond what I was able to provide when I was here. What a blessing. But that blessing, it costs, how much it cost again? Are we serious right now?
Right.
What if, dude, you making $40,000 a year, 50,000 or whatever, 100,000. You got 4 or 5 kids. I'm sorry, you making 60, 40, 50,000 and you got 4 or 5 kids. I dare say you probably on the struggle bus because life is expensive right now. Okay. And you mean tell me you have an opportunity to get into an insurance contract with a company who says, if you pay us X amount of dollars a year or a month, whatever, we will give your family a high 6-figure, if not 7-figure amount in exchange. Just pay us for it. So we don't know when you're going to die. But whenever you do, though, as long as you pay us until that time, we're going to give your family high 6, good 7-figure number. But while you've been living, you've been on the struggle bus. How about cash them chips in when that heart stops beating? An insurance company takes them from the struggle bus to thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Struggle bus to thriving. Struggle bus to thriving. No, that costs too much. That's getting in the way of my cigarette money or my rib money or money I want to buy some new J's with or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I've heard conversations like this with clients to my face say this mess. And I've held it in for a long time. That's why I'm so hot about it, because it's frustrating. Like, you are literally, willingly, openly, publicly screwing your family, and you gonna keep it in a jack in the box, because when you die, boom, guess what? Y'all broke. I ain't leave you nothing. That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
I digress.
Preach.
Great Jack in the Box analogy. Great Jack in the Box.
That's what, dude.
That's exactly what it is. Right. And the so-called, how do you not invest in it? If you want to call yourself an investor, right? You would rather invest in the market than invest in insurance. I think the insurance rate of return is a lot better than the market rate of return. How about that? Have you ever considered that?
Wow. Yes, man. Keep going. I'm over Oregon. Go ahead.
When you're talking about a what? We usually do 10 to 20 pay, right? We don't have you paying forever.
Typically. Yep.
Typically. So you're investing what? Maybe 30 grand, 40 grand, depending on what that premium is over time to get a high 6-figure payout. Show me what you're getting at in the market. I'll wait.
For real.
I'll wait.
That's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
That's guaranteed.
What did we just see somebody do? 7 grand a year for 20 years?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
For $1 million policy?
Yes.
Didn't want to do it because the fees were less than 1%, by the way. The fees, when you're in the market. Yeah, talk to me about them fees. I'll wait. Talk to me about the person that's managing that your portfolio, that 2%, plus you're losing in the market. I'll wait.
Yeah. Man, we're going to change the name of this podcast In the Paint, because we don't spend 80% of the time in the paint. Yeah. We got technical files, whistles, game over. Y'all don't know the rules. Get up. Let's go to the locker room.
I know, right? I mean, that part really gets me, though, when you break down the numbers. Less than 1%.
Right. Nobody's
handling anybody's money for less than 1%. One industry is insurance.
Mm-hmm. Dude, so crazy. So crazy. You take all this and you apply it to yourself as a person. But we're talking about Keyman. You apply this to your business.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, you kind of double dipping in a good way as an entrepreneur. Because if you've taken care of your business personally, and there's $1 million plus benefit or whatever it is, 6 figures, whatever it is, a lot more money than what you probably have, accounted for. Okay, that's one legacy. All right, it's one legacy. And then you've got the second coming from the business. So you've taken care of them, but now the business is taking care of them as well. Oh, how awesome is that? That's incredible, right? And then what's beautiful is if you have a business partner and you have a buyout agreement. Hey, Stacy, Jeff was my main man, my business partner, my brother, love him to death. I'm sure he probably told you, but just in case you forgot, I want to walk you through what we were able to do to set our families up in light of something like this happening. Let me walk you through it. What we've done is we've taken out Keyman Insurance. We have a potential buyout agreement. Okay. Now here's how it works. And you give her the A, B option. Which one would you like to exercise? Or if there's one option, you just tell her. Or if there's 3, whatever you and Jeff figured out. Right. And be able to offer that to the wife and the family. Man, it's probably something they weren't even expecting. You can set up something to where that insurance policy will be allocated for income replacement for his family because he was the breadwinner. Mm-hmm. So what if that policy can be set up specifically for that? You can have another key man that's set up for business reasons to find another Jeff to, handle some of the dip, all those things. You can have another one that's specifically to replace his income at his home. He could probably do that too personally, but you can keep his wife on payroll. Man, come on. You can get so creative with these things. So I hope our encouragement, part of the reason why we're going so hard at it, Are we fussing at people? Not the ones who are new to this. No, we're not. We're encouraging you and we're speaking to you as a professional, as a like-minded person. We're passionate about it, because if it seems like we're fussing at people that know about it and still choose not to do anything.
Yeah.
That's who we're fussing at. So if you're convicted, awesome. If you are bothered, awesome. But you can't tell us we're wrong, because we're not in this particular conversation. We're not wrong. And I used to tell people, AJ, how is it that I'm going to fight for your family, your business harder than you? I don't know those people.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
And how am I fighting for your wife harder than you are, bro? Like, that makes zero sense.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I have told people that, man. It's like, it really calls them to the carpet in a healthy way. I probably don't say it as dogmatic as I'm doing now, obviously. But that's what I feel on the inside. Like, how am I fighting for Stacy and your family, and your kids, and I don't even know him? And you see him hauling around talking about, I don't know if I need it. Pardon? Ask them that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't gonna talk to exactly, because you're gonna get called to the carpet by your wife. I know. You don't want to talk to her. Ask her, would she like $1 million plus when you die, to make sure she's good, can live, can pay bills. I gotta look at. Ask her if she'd be okay with that. I'll sit back. Go ask her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you're the entrepreneur, say, man, I never heard of this kind of stuff, man, this is an awesome place to pick up that conversation. Definitely reach out to us. We can walk you through in more detail, not only just about the vehicle itself, but also how it applies to you. We'll put it in your lap.
Yep.
This is how it can apply to you. All right. And if it makes sense, most likely it will. We'll help you with it. If it doesn't make sense, we got a new friend in you. High five, fist bump. We'll see you around. If you know about this, do I need to go there? Do I? No, I already did. We have for the last 40 minutes. Just rewind to minute 2 and watch it again. Okay. I mean, this is great, man. I hope it's an encouragement to people, because it is that serious. And please don't mistake our passion for anger, our passion for frustration at people. It's the mindsets that a lot of people have been buying into that are not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's frustrating. It's also frustrating that this conversation is not more common.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I'll get off my soapbox. But I think the proper thing now is a call to action. Do something. Do something. Have a conversation. Learn about it. We ain't say you got to pull the trigger tomorrow. Learn about it first. Educate yourself. How can this be a wonderful plan and strategy for your business? Whether you're a sole proprietor, whether you're a partnership, whether you're S Corp, C Corp, 500 employees, or just you, whatever it is, protect what you build. Right, Woods?
That's right.
Protect what you build. I saw this the other day. This is crazy. So in our neighborhood, in the entrance, there's a pond. My folks and I were driving by, and we saw a huge bald eagle, beautiful, which I didn't know they were down here, but they are apparently. Beautiful. Dude, the bird is massive, because it was on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
It was on the ground. Like, so it wasn't like up and like, ooh, no. It was on the ground, next to the pond and eating the fish. Okay. But right up there on that pole, though, I looked up and I saw whatever kind of bird it was looking down at that eagle like, you bet not. Like, looking like, hey, on full guard, like making, like letting it know. Had a big, beautiful nest. So that bird's way of ensuring that his nest and her nest or whatever is protected, whatever, and that the bird has eggs in there, whatever. That thing, its insurance policy was its fighting ability. He was letting it know, I got to protect what I built. So you better not come over here. That bird was giving that eagle audibly the business because it wanted to protect what it built. See the point?
Mm-hmm.
How come we can't be that way with the things we build, entrepreneurs? What is that sound that you're giving off to protect what you're building? Maybe it's a variety of things: insurance, Keyman, other types of asset protection, trust, business trust. What's your squeaking sound that's protecting what you've built from predators, lawsuits, death? What's your sound look like? Fair question. If you don't know, talk to us. We'll help you with it. We'll sift through it. Until then, I got some business to handle.
Yep.
And it's going to get handled. All right. Last words, fellas. Let's get up out of here. What you got? Brother Woods.
Those of you listening, you don't have Keyman, but you've heard about it. Let's stop kicking the can down the road. Stop allowing tomorrow to repeat itself.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who've never heard about it and want to hear more, just give us a call at AMG. We'll be happy to have a discussion with you. I'm not saying you got to get it from us, but what we like to do is educate people on what it is and how it will benefit you and your company.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Brother AJ, what you got?
Yep. And just piggyback off of Larry, I'm Mr. AI over here too. So if you're booking this, consultation with us and learn more about it, but you want to learn more about it now, literally just hop into OpenAI, OpenClaw, Gemini Pro, type in, you're an expert in insurance with Keyman. Tell me as my best friend about everything that I need to know, the pros, the cons, the ugly truth. Let it all out and then learn from there. If you want to, like, a quick, right now as you listen to this, open up another tab and search it up.
What a great piece of advice, man, to empower people to do their research on their own. Man, that sounds like somebody we know, Brother Woods.
Yep.
Read the word for yourself. Read. Yes, I love it. Do your research. Look into it, man. With that said, hey, between us here and you guys, nothing but love, and just empowering, inspiring, educating, and doing life together, man. That's what we want to do. So if you want to be a part of it, definitely like, subscribe, find us on the other social media channels. Definitely love to see you guys a part of everything we got going on. And until then, from your boy Mondo, AJ, and Larry, we'll see y'all on the next AMG pod. Y'all be cool. See ya.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.